Hello, this reading is going to be for Capricorn. This is going to be for the month of April. We're going to see what we have for you. What can we get for Capricorn for the month of April? We got school. Examine your beliefs about being tested. We'll take that one because it jumped. This cat. Take care of yourself. Trust that if you do, you'll always land on your feet. Fire. Take responsibility for your power. Shopping. Anything else for Capricorn? I'm hearing full moon. Computer, upgrade your mental software. So I keep hearing full moon. Keep telling me like full moon reading. So maybe you need to be aware of like the full moon. Hopefully you have maybe you have some new goals that you set during the full moon, or some new ideas that you come up with. But something about the full moon, we already had it, but you need to be aware of like things changing in your life with the full moon, and like different demeanors come about during the full moon. It changes like your, I don't want to say your vibe, but it can change your momentum. Stuff like that. Stuff can happen with the full moon. You might get to change your emotions. Your emotions might be out of whack or something like that. Something about the full moon, because they keep telling me, it's like they want me to say, I'm about to do your full moon reading. So, just something with the full moon. So, hopefully you know what that's about. So, anyway, let's go to, what do we have? We have shopping. Pay attention to what energizes you. I didn't get that for anybody at this point in time. So, let's go to shopping first. You might be doing a lot of shopping. That looks like the love card. So that's love. It is sideways. So with that, you could be shopping for your lover, or shopping for someone you actually love, or someone could be shopping for you. But it does say pay attention to what energizes you. So this is sideways. So with that being said, it's like make sure that everything you do with love. Make sure you consider all things regarding love, and make sure that you're no matter how it comes off of what people think, if you know in your heart that you're coming from a place of love, then you're fine. But it's also saying like your motivation, or what energizes you, is love. Like, that could be love of self, that could be love of someone else, that could be love of nature. But that's what motivates you. So if you're not feeling loved, or you're not feeling like you're in love, then you probably won't be as motivated as you normally are. Because love is what inspires you. Even if you see somebody else in love, or if it's just love of your children, just love in general, that's what inspires you. So if you're not feeling like energized, or you're not feeling motivated, it's because like either you've forgotten about the principle of love, or you're just not feeling loved back, or you're just not feeling like loving on anyone. So if you get into that box, like not feeling on loving on anyone, you're going to not be motivated, because you're just a loving person. You're here to love, and love carries you. But what else can we get for love? Love could be waiting at home. Love will be waiting at home. Y'all know this song? But that's also, you might find somebody that wants to talk to you while you're shopping. I'm getting another card. It did turn sideways. So it says strength. I told you, like, love is your motivation. It motivates you. It inspires you. But it probably take a lot of strength out of you to love people. And so sometimes you might shy away from it, or you just know that love takes a lot of strength. Let's go to fire. But it is sideways. So this is like when your energy is down or low, is because you're not like you're not being as loving as you could be. Because that's your motivation. And it could just be like while you're shopping, people are noticing you. While you're out, you might run into somebody, a stranger that wants to talk to you. But it is love, so it could lead to love or something like that. But it's saying that you have to be strong, or maybe this person It might be that people are trying to get the strength up to like come up to you. Like they might just be checking you out, but not courageous or confident enough to approach you. So what's for fire? Take responsibility for your power. Attention. So that's like you being charismatic or whatever brings you about attention. This is justice and laziness. So there's your justice, like to have like that fiery charisma. But this is laziness. So it's almost like, I don't know. You getting attention is really your justice, like people seeing you for who you are, seeing you for I think I have, yeah, I think I touched on that before with you guys. Just seeing you for who you are and seeing like your charisma and what motivates you. But we do have this laziness around here, so I don't know why this laziness would be. Or this like if people were saying that you were lazy, or if people were saying that you don't give a lot, you know, you don't give a lot or you don't give a fuck. If people were saying that, like you're gonna get justice in the form of a lot of people being able to like attention being put on you to show your charisma, show how much you actually give and how much you actually do. So that's justice over people who may have put you down and said that you don't do enough and you don't give enough. But remember, that goes back to this love. Like you'll stop giving if you're not in love or you don't feel like the love is being respected, or if you don't feel like you're getting the same love that you gave, you'll probably withdraw. And so that to them, they're feeling like you're not putting enough effort into the relationship, or you're not putting enough effort into anything they feel like you're not putting enough effort into. Jokes on them, because it just turns out that you're going to get attention for the same stuff that they were saying, oh, she don't, put forth enough effort, or she don't pay attention, whatever it was. That's how it comes back to where the joke's on them now. You're going to be recognized for the stuff they condemned you for. That's going to be the stuff that I'm going to say, it's like glory. That's going to be stuff that's going to wind up in the stuff that you get glorified for in the end, or you get glory out. That's how God is going to get his glory out of your life, through the stuff they condemned you for. So even though they condemned you or put you down or talked about you about a certain topic or a certain thing, that's the stuff that God's going to use to get the glory out of your life. The same stuff that they said that you was not good at is the stuff that God's going to get the glory from. And it's going to be like, oh, she is good at it. That's the justice. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. What do we have for cat? Girl, I felt that. Yeah, I did. Helper. So what's going on with the helper? This is you landing on your feet. But that's you being able to help yourself. Like you could be your own helper. You're your own best friend. Let's see what else we got. Maybe somebody's going to come and help you be able to bounce back from the extremes of life. But let's see, can we get another card for helper? This one is sticking out. Your intuition. That's why I say you might help yourself. So your intuition helps you. Like even if you, because it said take care of yourself, trust that if you do, you'll always land on your feet. So even like if you're nervous or you're not really sure which way to go or which way to stray away from, your intuition is your best friend. Like your insight is your own best friend. Me, myself, and I. It's all I got in the end. It's what I found now. And there ain't no need to talk about it from now on. Like you trust yourself, and you have to trust yourself. So what's for school? Examine your beliefs about being tested. The devil and swiftness. So it's like, okay. So if anything unhealthy happens, or just stuff that you don't like remember, resist the devil and he shall flee. This is quick. He comes in and what he said, comes in like a flood. He shall flee 7 ways. So even if the enemy tries to come in and attack you, like he's going to have to quickly go, because you can't. When you're protected by the Lord, nobody can really touch you. So even though things may arise, like it's not going to stay long. So this is like a situation where stuff may come into your life to try to, like even goes back to me saying where people try to put you down for something. They do that. Like they do that for a while, but it quickly turns over into your favor. It's like the same stuff that they try to say you can't do, you wind up proving them wrong basically. So that's even with the devil being there. That I'm hearing unplanned pregnancy. So you might have had an unplanned pregnancy. Wow, y'all gonna say that or see it in that realm? Examine your beliefs about being tested. You might have felt like it was bad or it was a test or something like that, but it quickly changes into something beautiful because, like, it might have been an unplanned pregnancy, but it's a beautiful gift that comes out of it. A baby is a gift of life. What's for So I guess somebody had an unplanned pregnancy, but don't see that as, you might have seen because it was unprotected sex. If it was unplanned and you had unprotected sex, that probably was, you know what I'm saying, you probably saw you probably thought that that wasn't right, or you know better than to have unprotected sex with somebody, you know. But it's like quickly you'll realize like the beauty in the struggle. Like what the devil meant for your bad, God meant it for your good. That's what I was trying to get at. So no matter if you think it's bad or not, like God still meant it for your good. So can I get another card for that? It's just saying unplanned pregnancy, so I had to say that. So the Hermit. So that's like that's my lurker. So it could be people are like watching to see like how your life is going to pan out. And at the same time, you know that's going, everybody knows that that's going within. I just read cards differently. But that's like resisting. Like I said, resisting the devil and he shall flee. But that's like, if you do decide to like keep to yourself or go within, like don't let nothing negative affect your peace of mind. I would say don't let nothing negative affect your peace of mind. Like, and you know how to quickly get away from this type of energy. Like surround yourself with positive things and you'll be okay. Can we get another card for this Hermit or whatever? But that's them looking to see how you like. But that goes back to these were the same ones who tried to have something to say, and they're just gonna see that it turns out amazing. It's still gonna turn out good for you, but for the Hermit we have Purity, the Day Trader, the Emperor, the Hangman, and Dominion. So this is like protection. So you're protected, and this is the Hangman. This is looking at things differently. Like I said, just don't let the thoughts don't be confused by the thoughts that you get. You might get conflicting thoughts or something like that. Don't be confused by it. We have the Emperor, we have the Prince of Disc, and we have like Purity. So with that, like a part of this cast, girl, y'all know that song, same script, different cast, same script, different cast. Ooh, but a part of this cast or whatever is an Emperor and a Date and a Prince of This. You might know these two people. One of these may have gotten you pregnant or whatnot, but it's like protection over these people. And like I said, it's like changing the scenery of unhealthy relationships to finally getting healthy relationships. But this is like purity. So for some reason, like this person has like a type of innocence to them. But there's also an Emperor who's locked up in his head because, like, I guess their goal is to protect you even from themselves, if they have like a beast mentality to where they might get real aggressive. So they might be trying to protect you from seeing that part of them and only showing you, like, there's somebody who will only show you the good in them. But they're trying to protect you. So these people are part of this cast that are watching the movie of your, they're included in your movie. Your life is a movie. And they're a part of the cast, but it's the same script being played out. Same script, different cast. And yeah, I can't tell you why. But let's go to upgrade your mental software. That card came right on out. Emotional fulfillment. So this is like you coming up out of your head. Like I said, those were thoughts over there with the Hangman or whatever it is. You coming up out of your head and getting more in touch with your emotions, more in tune, because I did tell y'all at the beginning, like your love, that's what motivates you. So when you're up in your head, like you might have great ideas, you may have a lot of understanding, but it takes away from like your emotional depth. The card that came out was disappointment. So it takes away from your emotional depth. So with the Five of Cups being there, disappointment, that's like let me get another card. That's getting out of your head and going into your emotions. Why is the disappointment there? What is this disappointment about? Are you upgrading your emotional intelligence or your emotional strength? Might disappoint people. Clarity. I mean, not clarity. I always be calling this clarity too. This is cutting away at stuff. So you cutting away at the disappointments you have faced. I see it. Cutting away at the disappointments. It's like taking all of these glasses and just pouring whatever it is into one full cup. It's like I don't need 5 cups of nothing if I'm not sharing. I'm not gonna share like 5 cups. I rather have my one picture solid. Um, so it's picking up the pieces of your life, or where you feel like you were mentally conflicted or whatever it was, and putting it to one, dissolving it into one cup. It's like taking all of your emotions. Yeah, I compartmentalize. I don't know if y'all do that, but it's like taking each one of those boxes, each one of those careers, each one of those goals, and putting them into one solid fine print so that it all makes sense. So like you might have dealt with, basically you dealt with 5 disappointment or 5 things separately, right? And it was probably draining you or keeping you from loving um, the people that really wanted your love or the way that you normally love. And so instead of you like picking apart each 5 situations, you put it into one cup and found out, like what they say, look at the picture half full rather than half empty. So that has given you like a lot of emotional strength by cutting away and keeping things like I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. You have to compartmentalize to understand what I'm saying. So yeah, that's understanding how all of those things goes back to me saying that all those things work together for your good, and putting it into one cup and realizing that you actually have more. So 5 spilled cups, they have like 5. Even though the 5 cups spilled, something was still left in the cups. So you taking that little bit that was left from each scenario, just a little bit of yourself, just a little bit of your emotions, a little bit of your faith, a little bit of your mentality, taking all of that little bit and putting it into one cup, and you come up with a nice ass smoothie. It's like a smoothie. You put strawberries in there, you put blueberries in there, you put your yogurt in there. That's 5 different things, but you put it into one container, and it comes out to taste like something very good. So you're taking 5 scenarios or 5 different things or 5 budgets, 5 jobs, and putting it into one. I know I keep saying it because I'm trying to make sure that I explain it right. Putting it into one thing to make it a complete. That's mind, body, heart, and soul. What's the feel for mind, body, heart, and soul? Putting it all into one. Yeah. Let's see if we can get another card. That's how you upgrade mentally. Where you say I don't have to. I can get all of it to work together. It doesn't have to be separated. It did flip over, so I have to take it. This is the box. Yeah, that's all those options. Put it all into one, figuring out. We got another 5, which is worry. And we have the tower. So with that, upgrade your mental software. With that being said, we do have the Ace of Discs. That's like to me, I see that coming full circle. So that's about changing it, changing how you see things. And it's this Queen of Discs. So this is like the matriarch energy. This could be the matriarch in your family, or it could be you could be the matriarch of your family, but you had to deal with all of these things going on over here. And this is having like a lot of options again. This is all those options, and even if they led to disappointment, it's about knowing that you experienced something in life. Like you have a story to tell, and you can tell like your grandchildren. This is you can tell your grandchildren about all those things. So all of it was not in vain, Capricorn. It just you may have faced some disappointment with it, but when you cut away at the nagging feeling of it, you find out that you're really more. What's it, on more than a woman? You're more than a woman because you overcame it. Now we do have a tower. So this tower here is like it's right here by happiness. So it could be like a tower that I'm hearing like self-destructive. So this is a tower that you can create on your own if you want to. Like maybe with worrying too much, or maybe somebody's worried about you. This is the happy camper. So you might have caused a tower to like community settings, or even with these people, because I said same script, different cast. You might have caused a tower to like group associations, like you don't want to be there no more, and it might have left some people worried, like why would you change? Because this is going towards a new cycle, something coming full circle. Like why would you change, or why would you go somewhere else? Why would you try to make that change without us, or without acknowledging us? You might not have even told people like every like step you take or every reason why you left, because you do have the intuition, which means you have to follow your intuition. So sometimes you cannot stop and explain to people, listen, my gut is telling me to go somewhere. And so they may have been worried. This could be your actual mother who was worried, or someone who you saw as a mother figure who was worried about why you why you left without telling them. And this is the botch. I think the only thing they're worried about is like you haven't, they feel like a lot of things may have happened in your life. You may have had a lot of partners, or you might have had a lot of things, a lot of business plans, a lot of things. So this person is contemplating like maybe it was because so much, whatever was on your plate, that could have been the reason why you left. So I do pray to explain that, Capricorn. This has been, this is for your month of April. They did say, I kept hearing full moon readings, so this is something that's probably had went on during the full moon. Somebody discovered that, or somebody wants to talk to you about that. I did do you guys reading for the end of March, but it was a lot of things in there as well, so I did not post it because it was a lot. Just like right now, this is a lot. How much money you got? A lot. You know, that's a lot. So, but it's not all bad. I'm going to go one more for shopping because they kept giving it to, well, the cards were coming out sideways. So generally speaking, that's not really, those are the possibilities. So let's see if we can get one more card and then we're going to go. But just be aware of like the same script being played out in your life, just with a different cast of people. But that's why you have the clarity. And then we have ruin, which is the 10 of Swords. What's at the bottom? Ego. So, this is death. So this could either be putting a death to like certain situations that weren't good, or it could just be somebody's ego is the reason why certain things did not play out according to plan. Because remember, if it's the same script, different cast, then we have to play out that script. And the first set of people didn't want to play out the right script that was afforded to them. So you have to, it's almost like God recasting the people in your life, and the script is still being played over. You're like, God, why are we still playing out the script? Because there's a script that has to get to the end, right? The movie has to go to the end. But the cast members are either being, they're either entertaining things they shouldn't entertain, because that's devil, or they're doing too much watching rather than participating. And it could just be that they're trying to protect, like that's the ego at the bottom, they're trying to protect their image more than they're worried about making sure that this situation, or that the script, so to speak, is finished. But remember, you do have justice. So even though I said all of those other things, you do have justice. So this could be the justice for the people trying to ruin your love life, or trying to like put a stop to your love life, or who were playing on your, the Bible said, despise those who use your weakness against you. So it's like these people might have used your weakness against you. If your weakness was your talent, if your weakness was the fact that you can't stand to be in these scenarios where love is not really the topic of discussion, or if your weakness is that you had a lot of things going on, and nobody was there for you, or you couldn't stop to explain to them. If your weakness was you like to get away from certain scenarios that are not like good for you. Like it could have been a scenario where you was in the midst of a whole bunch of happy people, but you didn't feel happy. You felt alone. You felt worried, and you couldn't like open up to these people because, you know, they probably wouldn't understand your depth. You know, when we have sadness or sorrow, like these people right here, they don't understand how deep pain goes. They're like, I don't want to say they're shallow, but that's the word. They're like shallow, and you're a little deeper than that, or at least you come off that way. And you might not have wanted to affect. This is a person who's like, if everybody's happy, then I don't want to interrupt your happiness with my dilemma. But at the same time, I'm having a dilemma. So you leaving, trying to deal with your dilemma, it worried them in a sense. But it didn't get communicated that you were in a dilemma. So maybe it's just like about you opening up emotionally, like finally. I'm hearing finally. So maybe somebody wants you to open up to them emotionally, but this is going to help them upgrade their mentality, because they think on the level of playing too much. These are people who play too much. You know what I'm saying? They, like I said, he despised those that use your weakness against you. They play too much. These are people, if you try to tell them what's going on in your life, like they still playing as if you're not serious, or they second guessing what you're saying as if you're not serious. And that's probably not the crew you wanted to be around. or they take their time to see about you. These are people who might take their time to see about you after you've already told them. And then once you rearrange your life to be able to deal with it on your own, because we have, remember I said right here, you have your intuition that helps you deal with it on your own. Once you deal with it on your own, then like Capricorn, where you at? Why you not with us? And you like, I had to deal with all this stuff on my own, and you expected me to come and shoot the shit with you after I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I probably explained that right, but you do have justice on your side for the people who probably didn't understand. This is being fair. So they're going to be fair to you. Like during the month of April, it's them recognizing that, okay, Capricorn has been through a lot. Capricorn held a lot in, or Capricorn didn't let us know how deep the Capricorn went. And so with that being said, that this is going to upgrade their mindset about you, but it's also going to bring about, remember the beginning was emotional fulfillment. Like it's you being fulfilled emotion. It's you taking all this garbage, Capricorn. All this garbage. I ain't gonna say all this, well, I did say all this garbage, but taking all of this. And even if it's taking all the garbage and putting it in a bag, girl, put all that garbage in one bag. Do not separate it into 5 different bags. Like this the black garbage, this the yellow garbage. Don't do that, because I know, you know how things can be color coded. Don't do that. All of it's garbage, or all of it's hearsay, or all of it's something that you don't want to worry about no more. Put it into one container and just leave it there. If anything, it could be a memoir. Your life could be a memoir of all the things that you've gone through. Like I said, same script, different cast. So your life is a movie. It's just like the cast is not. I say the cast wasn't right at one point in time. All right, so they couldn't be in, I'm hearing like this, they couldn't be in your shadow because it wasn't going to be fitting for them. They couldn't be like your co-star in the movie because they didn't have like their strong component in them. And like maybe you want to be an actress, because we talking about movies and stuff like that. I don't even know why, but maybe you want to be an actress, or you aspire to be an actress. But I did hear an unplanned pregnancy, and there could be a member that's not a part of the cast. Maybe you're not even with the person, or y'all not even thinking about marriage or going further. So this person is ultimately can't just be in the movie, or 9 times out of 10 they're not gonna be in the sequel. But they'll be like, I'm hearing like in your shadow. So a lot of people feel like they're in your shadow more than like almost like you outshine them or something. So then there could be a reason why they kind of like try not to get too close to you. But you do have like for April, they're going to be fair to you, and they're going to like balance things out and give you your attention or your respect that you deserve, because they realize like you've been through a lot. Like you're not just sitting over here in your intuition. This is, you see how she's just sitting there, they feel like you're just sitting there trying to contemplate what you're going to do moving forward, but you are really motivated by like making sure that you do things out of love, because you, it's like you don't want to ruin the love you have for yourself. You don't want to ruin the love you have for others. Like you're not the type to just break up people's relationship just to be breaking up people's relationships. Not a thing. You know what I mean? So I probably explained that well, but we did have the Prince of Disc and the Emperor. I didn't go too far into them, but these guys are still here. And I feel like either you might be being protected from these guys, because protection is here first. So you might be being protected from these guys, or they might be protected. It's like somebody who wants to protect your innocence. So no matter what y'all have done together, if y'all have fondled each other, no matter what, like they're not going to just put you on blast like that. So even if you're expecting them or you want them to, like, I don't know, compliment you or put you on social media or whatever, they're trying to protect your innocence. So they're not going to go around talking about you and talking about what y'all did. Even some girls like that. You know, they like for a man to be like, oh yeah, she put it, you know, but understand, these guys are trying to protect your innocence. Even away from these people right here, the hermit, the folks who just be watching for no reason, for the people who did not do right by you, the justice, or who has something to say, these 2 guys are going to come in and pretty much have your back and be supportive of you on your new journey. That's why it's the same script, different cast, and then you are understood. That's why I say they're going to understand you, and it's going to balance itself out, but it's the same script for your life. So it is the same script for your life. It's just different people. Because the script for your life will be for you to be loved, to be loving, to be strong. But the people who were there were ruining like that. That's backstabbing. They were taking advantage of you or playing with your heart or using your weakness against you. And so that's why this change is coming about. So Capricorn, I do pray that I explained it well. Um, I do love you guys. This is for the month of April, and I pray you have an amazing week. Like I said, I did another reason for y'all. It was just like a lot of things. So I do pray that I explained it well, and I pray that you have a great day.